What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening as well. And today I want to talk about this remake for Alone in the Dark. I recently finished this past weekend, and I've been really wanting to talk about a specific level in this game that I went through, and I'm going to be making my prediction about this level and how it possibly maybe connects to a game known as Amnesia the Bunker. I definitely got a lot of vibes from that in this level for this game, for the remake for Alone in the Dark. And I'm going to say right now, I'm still going to hold true to it. The reason being is because the reason why I'm getting so much vibes from this level in the remake for Alone in the Dark and comparing it to Amnesia the Bunker, because if you think of it this way, this is going to be a little bit of a theory or an idea, actually, but it's more of a theory, really. But once I reach towards the end of this level, I really thoroughly think that this level is indeed that compared to Amnesia the Bunker. And I'm gonna explain the reasons why I'm saying this or giving my idea as to why this is a possible theory or maybe possible illusion. I don't know. But point being, this game is nothing but utterly amazing. While this game does have a little bit of jank in terms of its gameplay style, or maybe some of its, I have been able to get a little bit of a glitch to where I got stuck and I had to reload a save. But however, I didn't have any other further type of issues. But overall, getting back to this theory, and why I think that this level really harkens back to Amnesia the Bunker, because of the fact in Amnesia the Bunker there is a beast, okay, and this beast was actually human before the human actually ended up transforming. And I'm gonna say right now, while the beast in this area of the level for this game does not really compare similar to that of what the beast looks like in Amnesia the Bunker, but there is like I said, there is a lot of Amnesia the Bunker vibes in this level. There's no doubt about it, because the bunker here in this level in Alone in the Dark remake really shows a lot of that theatricality in a way. And what I mean by that is that there's a lot of things in this level that really brings, or how it shows, to where Amnesia the Bunker took place. It took place in France, inside of a bunker, in some trenches, and overall. But that's what I'm saying. That's where my theory still provides to the utmost as to why I think that this level really brings a theory to that of what Amnesia the Bunker does. Because Amnesia the Bunker is an excellent game. I've made a video on that though too, but point being, the beast in Amnesia the Bunker though, it was, even though it was horrific, even though it was scary, this part of the level in the remake for Alone in the Dark though did have some of those scary vibes from what Amnesia the Bunker did. And what really stands Alone in the Dark remake apart from Amnesia the Bunker, you are actually able to see the creature and you are actually able to hide from it, because Amnesia the Bunker was actually able to utilize that gameplay aesthetic as well. You have to sneak around, you have to be careful not to get attacked, and that's where Amnesia the Bunker really foresight itself, really portrayed the game itself, because of how you had to have that sneak effect, having that cat and mouse effect. And that's where this level in Alone in the Dark remake was able to do that very, very well. It captured it pretty well. I actually was thoroughly enjoying this level to the utmost because, like I said, it really brings back to what Amnesia the Bunker does with that type of regard, of that mechanic of sneaking around, as I said, being able to not get caught and being able not to get attacked or die or anything. While Amnesia the Bunker does have that pertainment of that type of aesthetic, this level for Alone in the Dark remake also shares that gameplay aesthetic as well, and that sneak combo, or that sneak way of getting past the beast. And that is why this level in this game really harkens back to what Amnesia the Bunker does. And while I still believe that I think when it comes to the Beast in this game, I think it's actually the same person that transformed into the Beast and made it into this game. And so like I said, this is only a theory video, of course, but that's just my theory. Now here's the thing. I really think when it comes to him Alone in the Dark remake, it does a lot of things that I wasn't really quite expecting, because I remember playing the original back in the day on the PS1, and while that game did have some jank, and while it did have some gameplay jank, had some gunplay jank and all that kind of stuff, that still pertains into this remake. But however, what really makes the remake set it apart from its original game, the story is very well put together. The writers for this game did a fantastic job. I really love the way how the character progression worked, along with David Harbour as the detective and Emily Hartwood playing as Emily Hartwood, or you can play as the detective as well in another playthrough. But overall, I really think that when I came to this level in Alone in the Dark remake, though, there's a lot of levels in this game, obviously. It really portrays the game's integrity. It portrays the game to the utmost of showing how atmospheric it can be. You have tombs to explore, you have a mansion to explore throughout the entire game, because basically the Deserto mansion is going to be the hub base of this game, because that's where the fulcrum of this game really underlines itself. And that's what makes this game so fascinating. And I think that's where the writing comes in so good. And it's the character progression. But now, I was veering a little off topic here, because, like I said, I want to create a video here as to why I think this part of a level in Alone in the Dark remake like this is indeed, I think, a sequel to, or maybe possibly a prequel to Amnesia the Bunker. I'm not saying that it's 100% kosher. I'm not saying that could be... You get to understand where I'm going with this. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, I really think that this level really does a good job of bringing it down to the chassis of what Amnesia the Bunker did in terms of its cat and mouse feel to it, and having a creature being able to try to sniff you out and attack you. This level really brings that back to what Amnesia the Bunker did. And it was exciting. I love the mystery of it. It was really well done. And it's the reason why I like horror games. I like horror games that give you that type of feel. And so, okay, so I'm done with my theory. Let's throw out the whole entire theory out now. I want to talk more about this game in general, and why I think that when it comes to this remake from its original version, and you can switch back through different types of filters, bringing back the old school filter from the original game, which is pretty cool, I have to admit. I think that they did a really good job with that, but I didn't play through the game with that type of filter. But overall, I still think that this game really did a good job of, a lot of things. The puzzles were a little difficult, but I actually ended up solving them on my own, which was the first time I've ever been able to do, because normally when I play games like this, I always need to have a little bit of guide help. But I finally figured them out, and they were pretty easy to figure out once afterwards. And so that's what was really cool about this. Now, as I previously mentioned, by throwing out the theory, I still think I really want to talk about more on the theory of this, because this is where this game, or this level per se, really tells of what Amnesia the Bunker was able to do with its exploration system. This game does a really good job with its exploration. Obviously, there are some things that you do have to find in order to progress certain part of the areas of the game, and that's where I think that Alone in the Dark does it fairly well. I actually really enjoyed the side exploration, being able to find things that you are able to progress, and getting more into the story or side stories and vice versa from different types of NPCs, and I thought that was really cool. Now, here's the thing. I think when it came to I'm actually calling it the Beast in this level because that's basically what it was called in Amnesia the Bunker. And like I said, I'm still hearkening back to this. I'm still going back to this and saying I really think that this part of the game is indeed, I really do think that it brings back to what Amnesia the Bunker was able to do. As I previously mentioned, so I intend to repeat myself. So I'm just saying, I think it's really cool to really emphasize enough to what a level can actually really remember another game of, like Amnesia the Bunker, and I think that's really cool. And I think that this level did it very well. I really like the portrayal of being able to just like going just sneak around and being able to find stuff if you can. But this level was nothing based upon sneak. While there are instances in the full game itself, you can't sneak. But what I will say, it's okay, but it's not the best, I will say. But when you get into this level for this game, sneak is going to be the utmost and highest priority, especially if you do not want to get attacked from this creature. And that is where I say where the Amnesia the Bunker really, like I said, it does a magnificent job of that sneak system. And that's where the sneak system is thoroughly involved. And it really pertained it very, very well in this level for Alone in the Dark Remake. And I just think that, in all honesty, I think it's one of the. I mean, I think of all the levels that I thoroughly enjoyed, this one I really enjoyed a lot because, as I said, it brought back of the gameplay aesthetics and I wouldn't say really of the gunplay, but it was more on the gameplay aesthetic. Sneaking around, not getting caught. And that's where the Amnesia the Bunker came in, and having that most important idea of just what you had to do. And it's awesome. I love that thought, and I like that idea of being able to just go through a level, sneak around, not getting caught. And I think that's where this game, or this level in Alone in the Dark Remake, did a fantastic job. I love its sense of direction. I love the way how it just goes. I love the way how it just progresses and what you really have to do. And I think that's where this level really did an excellent job in all fronts. I think when it came to the leveling progression system, or the level progression system in this game, from different atmospheres or missions or whatnot, it was really well done. And I'm going to be making a separate video on this game because there's a lot of things I really want to talk about this game, because I think when it comes to all remakes I have played this year or as of last year, I really think Alone in the Dark Remake was indeed a really good remake from that from its original game on the PS1 days. So all I can say is this: with all my theories combined and what my thoughts were on this, I thought that it was a really interesting way or take of how to explain things. But anyways, this is Jake from Citizen JV. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. Be more than happy to reply back if and whenever possible. And you guys have a good rest of your week. I'll chat with you guys later.